All right, let's pay attention. There's finally some MMTLP information here that I think works towards our benefit. Let's pay attention. I'm be a little bit of a cheerleader here. I'm going to Allie on Trade Secrets tell you a little bit about what's going on here. If you haven't watched this video, go watch the whole video.
Is important for the shareholders, so keep an eye out on red violets. As I look at the latest updates for MMTLP, it's the first shout to KCAP, who's posted with regard to an update in the Kelly versus FINRA case, and we can see here it's stated that below is what Kelly has just filed in the opposition to FINRA's motion to dismiss. So let's have a look at the summary in terms of what has been stated, and it states here the opposition to FINRA's motion to dismiss broken down for regular investors in plain English. So in section 1, we can see here the breakdown includes FINRA went outside of its legal authority. They changed the MMTLP corporate action, issued a nationwide U3 halt with no SEC order, using terms such as to avoid uncertainty when in effect they created the biggest amount of uncertainty probably ever seen in the market. And it also states here in the section 1, the courts say SRO immunity does not apply when an SRO acts outside of the delegated powers. So that's obviously a statement to the court. And number 2, FINRA is not protected by immunity here. So remember, this is a response from Kelly, and it's obviously up to the judge to deem this appropriate or not appropriate. So section 3, FINRA acted like a federal agency, and obviously they had the significant delegated federal power that they used from the SEC, and we could also argue that the SEC probably did not intervene and look at this potential alleged abuse of power. So number 4, investors lost a protected property right, and this is your right to sell, your right to trade, your right to transfer or access your securities, which is also seen as a property right, even though we could argue that this is not a physical product. And the U3 halt and deletion permanently eliminated that right. So this is going to create liquidity in terms of the NextBridge hydrocarbon shares, which are private, and does not obviously provide any cash to the people who invested. And that is something that many of them were hoping to do in terms of the last 2 days of trading. And number 5, there is a valid lawsuit here, and I think I'd now like to go on to the section 3, which is number 6, FINRA misled investors, and that is with regard to section 10B's part 5 and related to fraud, which is properly pled. And obviously Kelly has argued that FINRA made false statements, material omissions, and much more. And number 7, FINRA's SEC oversight excuse doesn't work. And let's zoom ahead and have a look at the final section. Section 8, declaratory and injunctive relief are allowed. So that is what is being asked for. And Kelly is also asking for the court to declare FINRA acted outside the law, require a restoration of the records, and allow the case to proceed to discovery, which I think could be huge and obviously change the status of FINRA. And the bottom line, in terms of summary, the arguments are FINRA allegedly, shall we say, had no authority to edit the corporate action. I think I would certainly second that. No authority to issue a permanent U3 halt. Probably,
over 2 years now.
Only a handful of permanent U3 halts, if not. This could be the only one. FINRA had no authority to delete the ticker, destroy the investor property rights. FINRA is not immune, certainly when they act outside of their authority, and the case should move to discovery. So let's have a look at a response from Scipio, who's also known as Kelly, and he states here, good right upon his 107-page opposition. He has 70 pages of evidence, so it's not...
My calculations, they owe me $150 million. And that's not even on the high end. There are $1 trillion that need to be paid out on this. And we need to get a decent judge, an honest judge, to be able to put this thing right. Because it's ridiculous. It's going over 2 years now. Here, we'll let Allie of Trading Secrets and go over and check out his thing. And we'll let him finish this out.
It captures the essence of almost everything completely. He doesn't know how the case will go, but he can stress that if you don't fight your fights, you will lose them. So that's a good statement there. So he certainly is fighting his fight. And finally, in other news, from the Polish assassin tagging in Charles Payne.
No, we don't care about no Polish assassin. The bottom line is this. We're hearing some information that's good. And now we need a decent, honest judge to look through this, to see it for what it really is. And we need FINRA and the SEC to fix this. I don't know why they're even fighting this. They need to go through and make right judgment calls. They're fighting it because they're trying to protect their rich friends. It's over 2 years now. It's ridiculous. How many of us dropped out of this fight since then? You know? No. I said if I heard something, I'd report it. And here's something. And it does sound like we're moving in the positive direction. However, with this and now what's probably going to be other lawsuits and stuff, probably added a few more years to it, which is what we were afraid of 2 years ago when we didn't do that. But we might be at that point where that's what we're going to need to do. Either that or just give all your hedge funds your money and say, no, it ain't worth the effort. Bullshit. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, comment, spread the word, please. Thank you.